Hi everyone, welcome back to Aidans Railways. Today I'm going to have a quick look at some items I picked up from the model shop recently. It's Durham Trains of Stanley. Good old Mick, pop in if you're up in that area and take a look around. He's got some great deals in, a lot of second-hand stock at very, very good prices. But I popped in, I was after a couple of specific things which aren't on the table because they're for another video which should be coming to you tomorrow. But while I was in there, I happened to notice some items that took my fancy. So we'll have a quick look and you can see what I got a hold of. So here we are down on the map. Where should we start? There's a few items. There was nothing really flash, but I think the prices are good. Where should I start? Well, all right, we'll start here. We've got a loco here, and it's a Class 03. It's the old mainline model. Pretty much, I'm not too sure whether it's the same tooling or not, or very similar to that of the Bachmann class, but I only paid £10 for this, and it is a runner. It does need a service. It's a bit noisy, we'll say, a bit squealy, but I think it's more than anything, it just needs a good bit of lubrication and a clean. But you can see it there, coupling's been removed from the front. Now I'm going to be straight up with you. You can see someone's put a person in there, everything like that. There is a defect on this. The defect is, in actual fact, there is a buffer missing. Now I'm in two minds at the moment, because I can tell you the actual reason for me purchasing this had nothing to do with this particular shell. It was actually the chassis and the motor. There is a kit that I'm looking at getting a hold of and require one of these chassis. So offered it for £10. I took it for £10 because it's a working chassis. The jury's still out at the moment as to whether or not I actually do the project that I'm looking at doing. If I do, I will make a video of it, but it is a runner, and for £10, even with a missing buffer, which you can easily replace, I can take that buffer off and then literally just get two other buffers from something else, scrap loco, that sort of thing, and put them on. It's not going to be a problem. But for £10, I think that's a pretty good little steal. Nice little bargain there. Like I say, Durham Trains of Stanley, go and see Mick. He has these things lying around all over the place, so that was a nice little bargain there. Which I'll move on to next. We'll take these two Lomax. So one of the Lomax came with a load. We've seen this before on one of the sets that I've actually purchased. So there we go, there's the load. And here we have the two Lomax. Now one of them is out of the Hornby set. This is the load for it. So I've got another one. I'm going to try and utilise these on my layout as opposed to Aidan's layout. The hook's missing there, but it is actually present. It's just in this box down here. I put it to one side so I didn't lose it. I'm going to make use of this on my layout as opposed to Aidan's layout. This Lomax is actually a Wren. It's got quite some weight behind it. It's a little bit different. The buffers are a bit under scale, I would say, that sort of thing. But I think by the time I've painted it and weathered it up and things like that, it'll fit in just fine. And I only paid about £4 for the pair, so not a bad little purchase there. Here we go. We've got another Thomas cattle wagon. Now it's a little battered. It's got a few signs of it's been well used, but I think I'm going to flash some weathering on it because we've got some of these and they are weathered up lightly, and that can join the fleet. So I was quite happy to get a hold of that, and another £4 bargain. So happy with them. These were spur of the moment things. Now these come from the old Battle Zone Triang sets, and I think this one might have had the searchlight on it. I remember many moons ago I used to have one which had the searchlight on. The reason I say that is because it has actually got the electrical pickups for both sides there. So I've got a feeling that it is in actual fact the old searchlight one. My plan for these is not necessarily to have them running. I'm going to put some plastic card wooden board across these, and I'm basically going to put some sort of, I don't know, track loads, that sort of thing, what they call it, the drums for cables, that sort of thing. I'm going to paint them all up, I'm going to weather them all out, and even if they just sit in sidings on my layout, that'll be fine with me. Although in saying that, there is the potential that it could end up getting recycled on Aidan's layout for numerous obscure loads anyway. But I only paid a couple of quid for them. They were basically in a scrap tub, so I got hold of them. I can see the potential with them. That's what it's all about. If you can see that there's a potential there for you to do something else, then by all means. If you followed me with the classic cars, you'll know that we have a Land Rover there, and I picked up these two Landies here. I was more after this one than anything else, mainly because of the fact that it is in actual fact the RAF police version. Nice short wheelbase, Series 2. Another Series 2 here with the jib on the back. But that's not even military, that's not sort of military orientated. But I picked up that one as well. But while I was there, they had got some more military items around the age of World War II. So we've got a 1940 Middlesex Regiment, Bedford there. There's a 3rd Canadian Infantry Division. So the same eras. No, they're not the same, same forces, but they were around World War II. And then what I would call the grail for, I think, a war well, something like that, possibly a Lomac, is going to be this Balfour's gun. The Beaufort's gun, I should say. Picked it up. All of these at a cracking £4 each. Now, I used to have a set of these when I was younger, much younger, and I never ever used them. You can see here it's still got this tag on, £5. It is a complete set. It is a full, complete set. I'll open it up, but I'm not going to drag all of it out. It is all in there, even with destructions, you can see. Now, there's a couple of reasons why I purchased this. It's not necessarily something I particularly need, but I saw at the moment, while the railways are being built, we keep getting the track out and we keep putting running locos on the ground. We'll be doing that later this week as well. There'll be a little running session of some of the items, and I thought, well, why not? We'll get this. It'll bring a bit of I don't know, a bit of intrigue, a bit of difference to just a straight flat running track. It's only £5. There was another reason as well. There are aspects of the layout that I'm going to be building in Aidan's train room that are going to require different levels and the inclines, and I'm actually going to use these as a template, sort of a guide. I'll be able to run locos up these, see what they're capable of at which incline. I know you can work out the maths and things like that, but it also gives me a good idea over a distance how high I can travel up over, and all of his locomotives are going to be happy with that. Using the vernier gauge that I've got, or the calipers, I'll be able to make my own wooden plinths and set it out for the boards to actually run across. So I could see the potential there, and at £5 for the complete set, why not? Why not? If you can pick them up at that price, why not? Now, finally, we already have this set. This is the Soda Wagon Open Wagon and Brake Van R9092. We actually do already have this set. We have loads of these wagons here, the troublesome trucks, and we have quite a number of these brake vans, but we only actually have one Sodar scrap company wagon. That's the reason why I purchased it. That wagon sold this set to me, and it was a bargain. It was a 15 quid bargain. You'd be lucky to pick that set up now on the internet and things like that for that price. It's boxed. It's showing signs of very little use, but it does mean that Aidan has more scope. We've got another scrap company wagon. They're going for about between £10 and £15 on the internet anyway, on their own singly. So the set at £15, it sold it to me. So I saw that as a good bargain. Support your local model shop. Even now, after the full lockdown, there are bargains to be found, and I can't say this more than I already have in previous videos. If you're in the northeast at all, go and visit Mick at Durham Trains to Stanley. He has got loads of second-hand stock as well as new stock in there. Very, very good prices. A lot of the sets and things like that, and just the, instead of not just the train sets, but the actual loco with coaches sets, limited editions and things like that, at very, very good prices. If I had more money in life, I would buy lots of stuff off him, but I tend to go in there for something specific. I went in actually for some parts for a video that I'm going to be doing for tomorrow. You'll be able to see that. I haven't shown them in this video because this is about some second-hand and new bargains I managed to pick up. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you found any recent bargains at your local model shop. If you want to plug your local model shop in the comments, please do. I've got no problems with that at all. I might even have a look myself. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again soon. Bye now.